All right, we want to solve a formula or an equation that has a fraction in it. So we have w over 2 minus 3h equals 53. Same as we did in the last problem, we're going to multiply by whatever the denominator is. So if I multiply everything by 2, in this case, 2 times 1 divided by 2 is 1w. 2 times a negative 3 is a negative 6. And 2 times 53 is 106. So now we've gotten rid of the fraction, but now we want to be able to solve for this w. That means we want to get the w by itself. We want to solve for this. So to do that, I'm going to move this to the other side by adding it to the right side. When I do that, these two are not like terms, so 106 and 6h cannot be added or put together, so this would be my answer if I'm solving for w. Now if we look at this problem right here, where we need to solve for, so we're going to solve for the little p, for the p, so we want the p by itself. So I have t equals d plus pm. So the first thing I have to do is do the addition part. So I'm going to move the d over, so it becomes a minus d. So t minus d. Nothing gets added because they're all letters. And so now I have pm. And now I want the p was being multiplied, so I'm going to divide by that m, and they cancel. So I have p equals the t minus the d m. And I've solved for the variable. So what we're going to use is this formula called percent over 100 and is over of. And we're going to look for the of, and we're going to look for the percent symbol to do this problem. So let's look at our first one. What is 8% of 20? So I'm going to set up a proportion. Automatically, I'm always going to make the first one 100. So I'm looking for the percent sign. I see it with an 8. So I'm going to put the 8 over the 100. I'm looking for the word of. And after that, I see the word number 20. So I put that in the of spot. What's left over is what we're trying to find. Now we're going to do the cross multiplying and divide, and all we're doing is the two numbers that are diagonally from each other, I'm going to multiply, which this is 160, and I'm going to divide by the other number to get n. So in this case, I get 16, oops, let me see here, I get 1.6 as n. After doing that in my calculator. So the next problem, I'm going to do the same thing, proportion with the first one as 100. So I'm looking for the word of and the percent sign. I do see the percent sign, 25, but I don't see of, so that would be my n. And so the 4 goes in the other spot. Now the two numbers that are diagonally from each other are the 100 and the 4. So if I multiply that, I get 400. And I'm going to divide by the other number to give my n. So in your calculator, you can do that, and I think you get 16. So now let's do this last one. Same thing. I set up my proportion, and I put my 100 as my first. I'm looking for the percent. Well, right there, there's nothing, so I know that's n. So of is my next one, so I have 26 on the bottom, and I have 1.3 on the top. The two numbers that are across from each other are right here. So 100 times 1.3 equals 130, and I'm going to divide by 26 equals n. And in this case, n equals 5, or 5%. And so I have my answer. Right, to find percent decrease or increase, it makes no difference which one, we do it the same way. We have to know how much money is the difference between the original and what we're trying to do. So in this case, a jacket sells for $135, sale price is $60.75. So in this case, it's a decrease, so I'm going to subtract those two. And when I subtract those, I get $74.25. Once you know the decrease amount, we then put that number over the original price. And the original price is $135. And you do that in your calculator, 74.25 divided by 135, you get 0.55. And all decimals can be changed to percents by moving the decimal point 2 spots. And so in this case, it's a 55% discount.